From our world headquarters in a leaky bunker, this is the Fallout Unofficial News Network. Now here's your host, Vladministrator! Hello and welcome to today's broadcast. I'm Vladministrator and this is the Fallout Unofficial News Network. Today's top story involves new features coming to the game that will be live on the test server starting next week. We also review Tuesday's inventory update, this weekend's in-game events, review a special message from Aperture Science Laboratories in partnership with Vault-Tec, and ask, who framed Roger Rabbit? We'll be starting things off with today's top story. Bethesda released big news in today's Inside the Vault article. Starting next week, Bethesda will release a new version of the player test server. The player test server will include Perk Loadouts that we have been waiting on for quite some time. Not only will these allow you to have multiple perk card assignments for your character that you can switch between, but it will also allow you to have multiple special attribute setups as well. In addition to the perk card loadouts, they'll be testing allowing characters to have saved camp instances. This means you don't have to destroy your existing camp to build up another. You will simply be able to choose your active camp as you're in the game world. Daily operations will also be getting a major content update with the addition of Vault 96 and the Raider Arena in Watoga as locations for the ops. They will also be adding a new mission objective titled Decryption, and the team will have to kill enemies and piece together code to disable radio interceptors for Vernon Dodge. To make things more interesting, this game mode is more apt for stealth builds than run and gun, and players will encounter new enemy mutations as well as area of effect hazards. The improvements don't stop there. They are improving melee combat mechanics to be more effective. They are also adjusting auto-aim mechanics inside the game. They will be adding batch crafting slider options for crafting, and they will be introducing new world activity updates so you can take part in more action around the wasteland. No date has been set for when these features will roll out past the player test server, so we assume it will depend on the results encountered on the PTS. Which feature are you looking forward to the most? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. We now go to our correspondent in the field to go over Tuesday's inventory update. Bond here, Vlad Bond. Tuesday's inventory update included the addition of Pipboy categories, new for recently acquired items, a split of armor from apparel, and food and drink from aid. It also introduced stack weight indicators in your Pipboy. The update increases stash storage to 1,200 pounds. On your map, you will notice player vendors now only show categories with items for sale, as well as show legendary item count designations. In your camp, placeable items will now outline with a neon blue color instead of green to help our colorblind friends save their thumbs from otherwise malicious hammers. Rounding off the top changes, Daily Ops will now give a legendary reward if the top rank of Elder is reached. Now back to the studio. Thanks for the info, Bond. The Spread the Love event is now live through February 16th. In your daily challenges, you will find a Spread the Love challenge that will reward you with either a lunchbox, perk card, or repair kit depending on the day. Weekly challenges exist as well that will reward you with Robco t-shirt and shorts for week 1, a green backwoods bungalow for week 2, and a lobster trapper helmet for week 3. All challenges for the Spread the Love event involve killing enemies with a modified pipe wrench called the Heart Wrencher. Pick up the skin for free in the item shop and get to channeling your inner Mario after applying it to your pipe wrench of choice. We now cut to a special message from Aperture Science Laboratories in association with Vault-Tec. Aperture Science Laboratories, in partnership with Vault-Tec, invite you to the maze at
the White Spray.
Vault dwellers should report for testing immediately at what is sure to be your inconvenience. Top performers will be rewarded with cake. Remember, the Aperture Science Bring Your Friends to the Maze Day is the perfect time to have them tested. Aperture Science testing protocols prevent performing the test as a team. Failure to comply may be dangerous to your continued health. Our last test subject didn't make it out alive. Really, he's still here. He can't help you. He can't help himself. The weighted companion cube will greet you on your journey. Note, the weighted companion cube cannot talk. In the event he does talk, we advise ignoring what he has to say. Thank you for your participation. Insert subject name here. You heard it, folks. Head on down to the maze and have some FUNN. Other than the Spread the Love event, this weekend is a Scrip Surplus weekend. Turn in unwanted legendaries for double the daily limit up to February 1st. And finally, for today's last story, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? FUNN is still investigating, but we've ruled out the carpenter. Thanks for tuning in to today's broadcast. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay up to date on all of Vladministrator Gaming's content. Until next time, this is Vladministrator saying, go out and have some FUNN in the Wasteland.